Every veteran has a story, and many people have a great tale to tell. Sometimes if only for the cathartic effort of writing it down or having others hear it. At MCon this year, we caught up with one group that specializes in helping vets tell their stories called Solid Copy Media. Got a good story you want others to hear? Here's part of our conversation with Solid Copy on how to get it done.
Take us back to when you were in Ramadi, Iraq, and what you were thinking about how you were going to tell that story.
I wasn't. I was solely focused on our metric of success was not about how many bad guys we killed, but I wanted to bring as many Marines home alive. That was really my metric of success, and we did pretty good.
My name is Major Scott Husing. I'm a best-selling author of Echo and Ramadi. I spent 24 years in the Marine Corps, both enlisted and as a commissioned officer. Over 60 different countries, 10 deployments, and I hung up my rifle after 24 years and decided to start writing. Our story was important to share one of the bloodiest battles in the Iraq War, but also to honor the Marine soldiers and families that fought alongside of us and sacrificed so much.
This is their decision-making process in publishing houses. And I'm talking about like the top 10 or 20. There's probably like top 30. They all think they're great now. They all are mediocre in my opinion, but you have to do the work. But I asked this guy, I says, hey, acquisitions editor for 30 years in the business, what does your pie chart look like when you decide to buy a book from an agent or an unknown author? And he says 90% is the author's passion to get behind the work and promote it themselves.
Through Solid Copy Media, we've helped dozens of authors from start to finish write their stories. That doesn't guarantee that every story will be published, but there's so many different ways to publish. Self-publishing, hybrid, or mainstream, which requires an agent to get into houses. We've coached dozens of people, and we just started this company. We're gonna really launch it here at MCon.
There was a guy who's written a couple books, and his name is Stephen King. You might have heard of him. And he used to say, and he wrote about it, to err is human, to edit divine. So he puts great stock in the people he surrounds himself by and being great at what you're great at.
Like my whole career, I surround myself with smart people. So I asked fellow best-selling authors, friends, publishing house executives, publicists, podcasters, everybody that is in this entertainment business to be a part of this. And what we want to do is allow veterans and first responders to really share their story, because everybody's story matters. And we're doing it in a way that whether they want to become a New York Times bestseller or they want to write their grandfather's story so it lives on throughout their whole family, that's what we're trying to create. And we're giving them the tools to do it, to be successful and not miss steps along the way. People inevitably send me their stories, and a lot of them I read, and some of them I think this story has to be told. And I've been really fortunate to not only write books, write my own story, become a best-selling and award-winning author, but also share other veteran stories. And some of these stories that we share are just written like movie scripts. Like, you think it's only going to happen in movies, but these happen in real life. And everything we're bringing out is important. Because if it wasn't for other veterans supporting what we do here at MCon and everything Waco Hoovers created, we wouldn't have these opportunities to really connect with each other and understand, like, you're not that guy at the party that says, yeah, people tell me I should write a book. Now you know a fellow veteran that can show you how to do it, and also save you a lot of the frustration and disappointment that normally goes with the traditional publishing route.